Hey, how's it going everybody, and welcome back for another Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. That's right, another week of modding has passed and we have some really great releases coming up, so let's go ahead and just get started with some of the really cool mods that have come out this week, but we're going to start with more of a somber topic. If you don't know, the dog that Dogmeat is actually based off of, named River, who was the model for all of the animations and a lot of the behaviors of Dogmeat, has actually passed away. It's really a tragic story and some awful news for Fallout 4 right now, but a modder by the name of Mangaclub has taken upon themselves to memorialize River in a new mod, which is the River Memorial Statue, again by Mangaclub. So now if you want to honor River's passing and really all of the work that she put in to really have a proper Dogmeat in Fallout 4, you can download this mod, build it at your settlements, and have a little statue just to commemorate all of that work and sort of immortalize her in the game that she worked on. So again, really a tragic thing and not something exactly happy to be talking about, but if you want to honor her memory, this is a great mod to do that, and it's available for PC as well as Xbox. With that somber topic out of the way, let's go ahead and try to move on to something a little more cheery with Leah's Weird World Quest Souvenirs by LeahTheUnknown. We actually covered this in a full video earlier in the week, but it has gotten some updates recently, so let's go ahead and check out what there is to offer. So essentially, there are some really funky quests inside of Fallout 4, for example, letting the USS Constitution fly once again, not as if it wasn't the first time, and that is just deserving of a proper weird reward, and this mod essentially does that. It actually adds in 6 new unique rewards, and all of which are in the form of weapons and now also settlement items. So let's go ahead and just run through exactly what there is to offer. Whenever you first leave the vault, you will actually be awarded with the miniaturized Vault-Tech billboard, which is a melee weapon. So now you can smack enemies with the power of advertising, specifically for Vault-Tech, which kind of sounds like something they do. Additionally, like we said, if you let that USS Constitution fly again, you get a miniature Constitution. That's right, you get to hold a boat about the size of a dog and swing it at people. What's more Fallout than that? If you complete the Arc Jet quest and cook Paladin Dance by turning on the big jet engine, you will get a miniature Arc Jet. I actually really like this one. This is a pretty functional weapon. It's essentially just a flamer on steroids. It has really high damage. It's really, really cool and honestly looks pretty nice. Almost looks like a vanilla weapon in Fallout 4. Then we have the Shoulder Cannon Mini Nuke Launcher. Whenever you take on the Brotherhood quest line and you clear out Fort Strong, you will now be able to have a cannon. Now this is the one model that's not miniaturized. You're just holding a full-on cannon on your shoulder. So I really hope you have strength 10 because I don't see any other way to carry that thing. And also, it shoots mini nukes, so what could be better than that? Then we have the Bunker Hill Basher, which is a two-handed sword, basically on par with a Super Sledge in terms of damage, and you get that after completing the Prep School quest for Bunker Hill. Pretty self-explanatory. And then finally, we have the Yangtze Rocket Rifle. You hold the entire Yangtze submarine after doing the Yangtze questline, and it shoots out missiles very quickly and very inaccurately with a pretty poor range. Surprisingly, one of the more balanced weapons out of this list. But yeah, super interesting and crazy mods. Leave it to Leah to make some mind-boggling weapons. Regardless, super fun one, and like every other mod on this list, available for PC as well as Xbox. Up next, we have the Select Marksman Rifle by Neeher. This is a super interesting little rifle mod. Now, usually with Neeher, you expect something a little more over the top and crazy, but he's toned it down a little bit this time with a ballistic shooting bolt action rifle. However, it's still got that classic Neeher style. So, to obtain this thing, you actually head to an abandoned house. The map is shown on screen now, a little above the glowing sea, and when you obtain it, actually a pretty neat animation plays, which I really enjoy. You did the same thing for the spider bots from not too long ago, and I really appreciate that. Really adds some uniqueness to this weapon. Now, this weapon is standalone when you first find it. This is the only version of the weapon you can find, but once found, you can then start crafting it at a chemistry station, so you can kit out your settlers if you so please. This is a really cool mod with some really unique reload animations. I'm not entirely sure the mechanics of the weapon or how it fires, given the area of the receiver and the magazine, but I'm sure Neeher has it figured out. Another thing is it has a ton of customization options, specifically with colors, which I really appreciate. The wood and metal are actually set into 2 separate categories, so you can choose a nice metal tone or a nice paint for your wood. Pretty cool, really like the customization options, and a really just Fallout feeling weapon. It really feels like it belongs here with the wacky animations, the wood and the metal. It all fits just right, so really cool mod by Neeher. Up next, we have the Remington Model 700 by Utherien, aka TheBigLidowski. We have yet another bolt-action rifle, but in a different vein. This Cold War era weapon, now seeing some nice modern attachments. There's a lot of customization available with this mod, as well as a really nice system for implementing it into the leveled list. You actually get to choose exactly which factions get it as soon as you download it, which is really nice. Do you want it just for Minutemen? Sure. How about the Brotherhood? Okay. Just about anybody you can think of, you get to choose, and I really like that system. And like I said, lots of customization options and some really interesting MCM integration. If you take this to the MCM menu, you can actually assign a hotkey that will toggle what kind of sight you're using. So if you have one of the more advanced scopes, you can actually choose for it to behave like a normal scope, have it be night vision, change the zoom level, or even turn on the backup iron sights. So really, you only need to pack one weapon if you have this thing installed, unless you need something a little more automatic. Very cool weapon, and I really hope to see that kind of feature implemented with future mods. It's hard to cover just about everything this mod has to offer in this short time slot, same with the mod that we have coming up next, so if you want to see the full video, not only this but also the MCX coming up have full videos on my channel with all of the nitty-gritty details, so go ahead and feel free to check those out. And like we said, the next mod coming up is the MCX, so we are checking out the Sig MCX by Subleader 100, which is a fantastic new modern rifle. If you're not familiar with the MCX, it is essentially the MPX's big brother, shooting 5.56 traditionally, but I think it actually accepts some other rounds too. This mod is chock full of customization, features support for see-through scopes as well as a tactical reload, and has an optional file which adds a bunch of weapon skins. I really like when they separate it that way. If you want a light version and you just want the base weapon, that's fine, or you can also download all of the extra skins, which is also a great touch. And honestly, in this case, I think the skins are really worth downloading because you can mix and match them and choose 2-tone options. You can have just the stock colored, or just the receiver, or just the foregrip. It's really up to you on that one, but super cool mod, lots of attachments, not much more to say. If you want all the details, all of the attachments, all that stuff, like I said, go check out the full review down below. And with that, I believe that's everything. Lots of really cool weapon mods coming out this week, and again, a nice little memorial to the passing of River, aka Dogmeat. If you want to try any of these for yourself, the links will be in the description down below as always, and again, check out the channel, there are full reviews for several of these mods if you want some more details. As always, don't forget to support your mod authors, endorse, donate anything you can just to show your appreciation for all of their hard work as they do this stuff for free. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a rating, subscribe if you haven't already for content just like this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace! And hey, shout out to all of our patrons for their continued support. As always, your donations are greatly appreciated and help to fund videos just like this one, so again, thank you.